Have you ever walked into your home and thought, it's too quiet, not peaceful, not calming, just stuck, like the air forgot to move, like your home is holding its breath? That silence doesn't feel lucky. It feels off. Most people think Feng Shui is about what you see, the layout, the colors, the furniture, but what if it's about what you hear? Or worse, what you don't hear? Sound isn't just noise, it's rhythm. It's a signal. It's how energy knows it's welcome. When your home is filled with wrong sounds, or no sound at all, energy doesn't just stop, it sinks. It grows still and slowly drains your clarity, your mood, and yes, your cash flow. Maybe you have the right mirror, the right plant, you burn sage on weekends, but deep down, it still feels blocked. Money doesn't stay, motivation fades, luck feels absent. Here's a truth we rarely hear. Your space may look fine, but if the sound is off, everything is off. So today, we're not moving your bed or buying crystals. We're just going to listen. Because your home is already speaking, if you learn to hear what it says, you'll find where your luck gets stuck. In this video, we'll look at 5 Feng Shui sound mistakes that quietly block your energy and how you can gently fix them with nothing more than sound. Grab a bell, a bowl, or just your breath. Let's begin. Mistake 1. Silence in stuck corners. You know that corner, the one you always walk past, but never look at. It is not messy. It is not broken. It is just weirdly quiet, like it is holding its breath, like it is waiting for someone to notice. But no one ever does. Every home has its own rhythm. Footsteps, voices, music. Even the fridge hums like it is part of the team. But that one corner, it has been quiet for too long. And silence like that does not stay neutral. It gets heavy. The air feels tired. The mood drops when you are near it. Like your brain says, do not linger. And sometimes luck listens to that too. When even sound cannot land there, how can clarity or cash dod? This is the numb spot in your house. It does not scream. It does not break things. It just does not show up. If you have ever had goals that quietly faded, or mornings where you felt off but could not explain why, this spot might be echoing that. It is not haunted, just ignored. And being ignored for too long makes anything feel stuck. It is like walking into a garage that nobody has touched in years. You snap your fingers, and it feels like the silence just eats it. No bounce, no response, like the sound does not belong there either. Science shows that quiet spaces are not always peaceful. When a corner does not get sound, light, or movement for too long, it starts to feel heavy. Your brain actually picks up on that, even if you do not notice it. We are wired to respond to little vibrations. Even soft sounds help us feel awake, present, alive. But when a space stays too quiet for too long, it makes you tired, unfocused, like you are dragging your energy through fog. And the worst part, you start thinking it is just you. But it might just be that silent space. You do not have to believe in anything special. This is not magic. It is just maintenance. Stand in that corner. Clap once. Knock on the wall. Whistle if you want. Do something. Let the space know it still counts. Do it every day for a bit. Even your fridge makes noise. Why should not this corner? That corner might not pay rent, but it still deserves to feel like home. Mistake 2. Noise from the wrong things. Have you ever sat in silence, but could not relax because something kept buzzing? A fridge hum, a ceiling fan rattle, a ticking clock that feels too loud. It is not music. It is not calming. It is just noise that does not care you are tired. And over time, that kind of sound does not fade. It frays your calm. Your home is full of small sounds. Some are gentle, like wind, birds, soft water. They help energy feel free. Others are harsh, mechanical, repeating. When your space is filled with broken buzzers or dry whirs, it starts to feel stressed. And so do you. You are not just hearing it. You are carrying it. It is like your nervous system keeps flinching, waiting for it to stop. These sounds do not just drain peace. They quietly drain your lucky rhythm too. This is the always-on zone. The hallway with the loud light. The bathroom fan that screams every time it starts. The dryer that sounds like it is chasing ghosts. It is the part of your home that does not know how to rest. And when it is always on, you never feel truly off. Imagine living with a toddler who taps one note on a toy piano all day. It is not dangerous. It is not dramatic. But it gets to you. Now imagine that sound is your fridge, or your fan, or your old clock, and it is playing the wrong soundtrack for your life. Studies show repetitive background noise increases stress levels, especially when it is high-pitched or constant. Your brain treats it like a low-level emergency. It keeps you alert even when you are trying to rest. That means poor quality sound equals poor quality recovery. And over time, your energy does not bounce back. It just leaks. Walk through your home. Stop by the spots with weird sounds. Is it necessary? Is it broken? Is it just annoying? Try unplugging. Tightening a screw, switching to something softer. You are not silencing your home. You are giving it space to breathe, because sometimes the loudest thing in your life is a tiny fridge motor asking to retire. Mistake 3. No welcome sound at the entry. The moment you walk in, that first, second, is there any sound? Not music, not the television, just a tiny signal that says, "Hey, you're home." When there is nothing, no chime, no rustle, no breath of life, The house does not greet you. It just absorbs you, and some days, that silence feels colder than it should. The front of your home sets the tone for everything. It is the handshake, the welcome mat, the first impression for your energy. When there is no sound, no small spark, you do not land, you drift, and luck, it does not stick around long when no one says hello. This is the invisible arrival. You walk in, drop your keys, and just keep going. No pause, no presence, just movement with no moment. It is like showing up to a party, but nobody looked up when you walked in. Think about your favorite store, the one that makes a little ding when the door opens, not loud, just enough to say, "We see you. Now picture your house." Does it ever say that? Or is it always quiet? Our brains register arrival through cues. Light, scent, temperature, and sound. Even a small sound at the entry can trigger a micro reset. It helps you shift gears, let go of what is outside, and arrive for real. No sound. Your nervous system stays in go mode, and your home feels less like home, more like just another hallway. You do not need a doorbell from the future. Just add a soft sound to your entrance. A chime, a tiny bell, even the light tap of a hanging key. Let your home say hi every time you walk in. It does not have to be loud, just alive. And if your house has ever felt quiet in the wrong way, drop a comment below. I walk in, but it does not feel like arriving. Or tell me, what is the first sound you hear when you step through your door? I want to know. You would not sneak into your best friend's house in silence. Do not do it to your own. Mistake 4. No sound in your money corners. There is always that one corner, a shelf, a drawer, a side table near the wall. You once called it your money spot. Maybe you even placed a lucky coin, a plant, a candle, and then forgot about it. Now it is just sitting there, quiet, unmoved, unnoticed. And maybe that is exactly how your cash has felt lately. Money does not need to be worshipped, but it does need to be acknowledged. If the spot where you call in luck is completely silent, that silence becomes emotional. It says, "We stopped talking about this a long time ago." And energy listens. So your space, it stops sending, it stops attracting, it just goes quiet. This is the ghosted goal zone. You made a promise to show up for your financial dreams, but now that corner feels like an inbox you never check. It is where you meant to try, where you used to care, where luck showed up once and has not heard back since. It is like setting up a vision board and then sticking it behind your fridge, or putting a speaker on mute and wondering why no music plays. A money corner without sound is like clapping with one hand. Nothing moves. When you hear a sound, your brain pays attention. And when something has your attention, you take care of it. No sound, you forget it. You stop showing up, and slowly, it stops showing up for you too. That is why a quiet money corner does not just lose your focus. It loses your follow-through. Go to that space. The corner you meant to charge with luck. Do not rearrange. Do not overthink. Just make a small sound. A soft bell. A whispered word. Even your breath landing on the surface counts. Do it again tomorrow, and the next day, until the silence forgets how to be silent. If your money corner has been this quiet, it might be planning to quit. Mistake 5. Clutter that swallows sound. Some rooms do not echo, not because they are peaceful, but because there is just too much stuff. Too many cushions. Too many bags behind doors. Too many things piled up quietly. So nothing can move. Not even sound. Not even you. When a space has too much in it, it stops responding. You clap. Nothing bounces back. You speak, and it feels like the room absorbs your words. And slowly, that clutter does not just block space. It blocks energy. It blocks sound. It blocks momentum. Even good luck needs room to echo. A space too full for sound is too full for luck to land. This is the overwhelmed corner, the one where things go when you do not know where else to put them. You tell yourself, I will deal with it later, but later never calls back. Now it is the spot where motivation disappears, where clarity shuts down, where you forget what light even felt like. It is like walking into an overstuffed garage. You say something out loud, but your voice just gets swallowed by cardboard boxes, hanging coats, plastic bins, and last year's Christmas decorations. Nothing bounces back. No echo. Just the kind of silence that feels thick, like even sound has to squeeze to get through. Or imagine standing in your closet, the kind that is packed top to bottom. You snap your fingers, and the room does not care. It does not move. It just absorbs you. Sound travels best through open, breathable space. Too many soft surfaces, pillows, piles, boxes kill the vibration, and our brains notice. When sound flattens, so does motivation. That is why clutter does not just look messy. It feels heavy and makes everything inside us go still. Pick one spot where sound feels dead. Do not declutter everything. Just make space for sound to come back. Move one thing. Open one shelf. Tap a wall and listen. When a room starts to answer you again, you will feel it. If your space cannot echo, maybe it is just trying to breathe. So maybe it was not the layout, or the color, or even the clutter you could see. Maybe it was the silence, the wrong sounds, the ones that made your space feel like it stopped listening. But here is the good news. You do not need a renovation. You do not need to spend a dime. You just need to bring sound back. The right kind, soft, clear, alive. Because when your space starts to echo again, your luck starts to return. So does your clarity. And yes, your cash flow. If any of these felt like your space, like your story, hit that like button. Subscribe for more gentle ways to reset your energy. And share this with someone whose home feels a little too quiet. And if this helped even a little, wait until you see what we clear next. The sounds, the weight, the patterns you did not even know were blocking you. One video at a time, we are bringing your energy back. Your space speaks. Wisdom listens.